Hi everybody, welcome back to Green Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Hope you're doing well and having a beautiful day. Today I just want to do a very short video. Hopefully it's short. I've got this Peperomia Amigo Marcello. It's absolutely beautiful. I've had it for a few years now and it's getting all leggy, so I want to trim it back and propagate it. Obviously take the cuttings and put them in water and let it grow again, so yeah, but this is what it looks like. As you can see, most of the leaves here have fallen, so it doesn't look quite nice. I don't like how it looks now, so I'm gonna clean it up and put the cuttings in water, and that'll be it. And I'll keep you updated as to how it's doing. I've done that before. I've taken cuttings from it before, but obviously just for the fun of it, to propagate it. And oopsie, I've just watered this plant. So look how cute this is looking. It's from this plant. It propagates very easy, absolutely easy to propagate. It develops roots. In less than a week, you'll begin to see roots. So yeah, it's a very nice and easy plant to propagate. So I'm gonna chop it and clean it up and then put the cuttings in water, and I'll take you through the journey with me, right? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. Just gonna clean it up nicely. So trust me, oh, excuse me. You're not doing your plant any harm. Actually, you're doing it a whole lot of good. It will grow fuller, and yeah, so don't be afraid to cut back and to trim up your plant when you feel it's looking a bit leggy. Don't be scared to take your pruners and just cut it back. It will love you for it. And also, while the main plant will love you for it, you are gonna gain a whole lot of plants out of this. Because I mean, I'm not throwing this away. I'm gonna put it in water and propagate it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm just gonna take a few cuttings. It's so leggy. That's what I wanna do. Just give it a chop, give it a haircut. I'm basically just giving it a haircut. Yes, offensive. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm giving it a very nice haircut, and it will thank me later. Alrighty, so yeah, if there's something I'm not scared of is using these on my plants, because I know the results are always greater. So it's not something I am terrified of doing. Yeah, it's good for your plants. They'll appreciate it. So I'll show you now how it looks. So I basically just cut off all the leggy ones. That's all I did. I mean, look, some don't even have leaves. They all have fallen off. And once like that, I'm not gonna stress myself. I'm gonna just throw those stems away. So I'll show you when I'm done here. I mean, look at that. So you're basically helping your plant out. You're helping it. I'll show you. Let me tilt my camera that you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, this is how far I am now. Look at all this. You're doing your plant good. by doing this, and I'll keep you up to date as to how it's doing, this one, and obviously my cuttings. And I have no doubt that this one is gonna do super well, and I have no doubt these cuttings are gonna take off well. I mean, this was just a few cuttings, and look at that beauty. I mean, it's looking absolutely awesome. So it's a very easy plant to propagate. I'm busy messing up water here. It's a very easy plant to propagate. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I think I've cut off everything that was leggy. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I mean, it was fuller than what it is now, and most of the leaves fell out. And I've been looking at it and postponing this whole thing. So I'm gonna leave it for now. Let me just chop this one off and this one off. Okay. So yeah, I can actually just keep going, but I'm gonna stop here. I can keep on going because some don't have leaves at all. Can you see that? It's like, so okay. So it's not a loss at all. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Let me just see. I wanna make sure that I didn't leave anything that looks weird. Like this one. Okay. So basically this is what I'm left with. I'm sure I can still cut a bit more if I want to. I mean, cut a few more off. I'm gonna stick them in water. I'm not losing any of this. It's all gonna be in water. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. So don't be afraid to take your pruners and just cut away. Don't be afraid. It will love you for it. It will appreciate you. It will appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. I think, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna leave this, and I'll definitely keep you updated as to how all this is doing. Just wanna remove this stem here. I mean, look at that. Now we're going to take what I've cut off and we're gonna propagate it. All right, so yeah, there we go. So this is what I'm left with. It looks a little bit sad, but trust me, give it time and you'll appreciate what I did here today. So we're gonna take these cuttings and we're gonna put them in water. I've got about 3 jars here. I'm probably not gonna use all of them, but let's see how it goes. So like I said, they're very easy to propagate. Now I'm just gonna stick it like that in a jar. And when it's like this, you just remove some of the leaves at the bottom, and then you stick the rest in a jar. Don't want this stem too long though. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. So yeah, like that. We don't want it too long. Okay, just you see how leggy it was. I mean, look at this. You know, it's very leggy. Look at that. That's nothing. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. I mean, it's very leggy. So yeah, I love Peperomia Amigo Marcello. It's a beautiful plant, very easy to care for. I let mine dry out in between waterings, and I have it sitting. It receives bright light throughout the day, though it will be okay with medium light. But if you want it to thrive, give it bright light. It will thrive for you. So yeah, it's a very easy to care for plant. Very easy. It doesn't have any issues. The only thing I recently encountered with it, which was a shock to me, was I recently discovered not long ago, and I think that's what affected it, because immediately after I treated it from that, obviously, yeah, I lost a lot of leaves from that. It had a worm. I discovered this one morning. I wake up when I was going around to check on my plants, and then let's do this. To check on my plants, and then I realized there's something not right, you know. Black stuff on the leaves, you know, and some of the leaves had holes, and I just knew right there that I'm dealing with a worm. There's a worm in my plant, and it's not easy to find it because it camouflages. I mean, it looks exactly like the plant. So it's not easy. So I mean, it took me, I don't know, two to 3 days to really say I have to get to a place where I felt I dealt with the issue. Because the first time I cleaned it up, I sprayed it, and I thought, oh, awesome. And then the next day I come, there's poop again, and there's a few leaves been eaten, and I realized, oh, okay, no. And then I had to spray it again, and then I sprayed again twice, 2 days in a row. Then the issue was gone. So, and I'm not surprised that it's looking the way it's looking, because when I did that, it lost so many leaves, so many leaves. Yeah, it lost a lot of leaves. So I was not surprised. So I'm just trying to, and it looked, before the whole worm story, it looked absolutely beautiful, nice and full. Then Mr. Worm decided to visit, right? Uninvited guests decided to visit, and had supper, breakfast, lunch, in between meals with my plant. So yeah, what can we say, hey? So at least I know how we got here. I know exactly how we got here. That I know. If anyone asks me, I know how we got here. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna really chop it up, and then put it in water and leave it until it develops roots. Then I will give it, I'll pot it up like I did the other one, you know. So let me just get water. I've got a watering can here. I just want to fill it up with water. Alrighty, I've done my cuttings. I've got a few smaller ones, and I've got, so I'm gonna, with one jar it will have your small ones, and the other jar it will have your bigger ones. So I'm just gonna tilt my camera that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm gonna throw away. I mean, you know, this is just stems and leaves which I had to remove for me to propagate. So that's going to the dustbin. And I've got these 2 jars. Just gonna fill them up with water. Like I say, peperomias are absolutely easy to propagate. Speaking about this one, Amigo Marcello, I've done it before. Super easy to propagate. So there we go. So I'm gonna start with the bigger stems. These are bigger. Just wanna remove the leaves, which already looks like they're gonna say goodbye to me. I might as well say goodbye to them now. So these are my longer stems, if you want to put it that way. And once they develop roots, we'll pot them up, and we'll do that together. I'll definitely keep you updated as to how they are doing. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Bring Life In. Yeah, so let's see. I'm just taking out leaves which already are gone. They're just holding on for dear life, but they're basically gone. Okay, it's gonna be a very nice full jar. I like that. And even when I do decide to pot it up, it will be a very nice full pot, which is very nice. I like that. You know, I always say, if you're gonna propagate a plant, it's better to have a lot of cuttings, because you are guaranteed to have a full pot. You're gonna have a nice full pot. And also, apart from a full pot, is that not all the cuttings makes it. You know, sometimes not all the cuttings make it. So even if a few cuttings die or rot away, you are still gonna be left with a, you know, a fuller pot, if I may put it that way. You know, you're still gonna have something to pot up at the end of the day. You're still gonna have something to plant. Because trust me when I say not all cuttings makes it. So a few cuttings are gonna die or rot away, but if you've got lots of cuttings like I do here, you've got nothing to worry about. And yeah, you've got nothing to worry about. So I'm just gonna put this in water. I'm just collecting. Look at that, how beautiful is that? I'm just getting all of them. This will go with the smaller ones, these ones will go with the smaller ones. So I'm getting all my, okay, so there we go. I mean, when we pot this up, it will be a very full pot, a nice full pot. I'm just gonna put it in here. There we go. I just need to make sure that all the stems are touching water, are in water. And there we go. How beautiful is that? I'm gonna put it on my coffee table. That's absolutely beautiful. So let's do another one. Just move this aside. So we're gonna do the small stems. Though I feel this jar is too big now, because I don't have a lot of small stems here. And also it's too big, they might just fall in. So I need something smaller. I'm just gonna go and grab something smaller. Alrighty, so here's my small stem ones, like my smaller cuttings. I've got these jars, so I'm gonna put them in there. These are my smaller ones. I'm just gonna put them in there like that. Now, beautiful is that. I still have to add water in here, and make sure that the leaves are not in there, because sometimes it's very hard to do that. but basically that's how it looks like. And for the second one, I'm gonna put these ones in. I love propagating. I really do. I really do love propagating. It's one of my favorite things to do. So here it is. This one doesn't look as full. I might take some from here. Oh yeah, I do have cuttings here. How did I miss you guys? I'll fill this one up with it. Just removing some of the leaves and making the stem shorter. Okay, love it. So yeah, there we go. So yes, another one. I'm just gonna add water and that will be it on these ones, because these ones I didn't add water. There we go. There we go. All right, we are done. Okay, that's it from me for today. Propagating Peperomia Amigo Marcello. My camera is shaking. Don't go shaking on me. Okay, I'm done. That was fun. I'll definitely keep you up to date. I love Peperomia Amigo Marcello. I don't know if you own one of these. I love it. It's the only plant I have. And this is the baby from it. When I brought it home, when I was potting it up, some of the stems broke off. I didn't propagate it intentionally. They really broke off as I was repotting this plant, and I took those cuttings and I put them in water, and before you know it, they develop roots. So they're very easy to propagate, and here it is doing absolutely well. So I'm super excited with these cuttings I took off it today, and I'm looking forward to having more of this plant around my house. It's a very easy plant to care for. It's got these thick stems. It's like a succulent. It's got these thick stems. So it doesn't like to be overwatered. Otherwise I mean, the roots will rot and the stems will rot. Everything will just go bad. So it doesn't like to be overwatered. The way I care for mine, I mean, this is the first one I bought and the only one I bought, and I've managed to keep it alive and thriving for over 2 years. And like I said, I know exactly how we got to be where we are, where it's leggy. When I was dealing with the worms that was eating the leaves up, I had to really, I cleaned it up, I sprayed it, so I lost a lot of leaves. It didn't appreciate that. It didn't appreciate that kind of cleanup. So I lost a lot of leaves, and it still was growing beautifully after that, what we went through with it. But then I decided today I want to clean it up and allow it to grow again beautifully for me. So I've never had any issues with this plant. It wants to be left alone. If you are the kind of a person who travels a lot or don't have time to care for your plants or be on top of things plant wise, this is a plant to get. It loves to be left alone. I let mine go bone dry before I water it, and and that's about it. And light wise, it loves to be on the bright side of things, though it will tolerate medium light or low light. It will tolerate it, but it will get leggy. That's what will happen if you put it on a low light environment. It will just get leggy, and unless if you don't mind that look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. But if you want it to thrive for you and grow beautifully, and it's one of those trailing plants, it trails If you want it to grow beautifully for you and thrive, give it bright light throughout the day, and trust me, it will thrive for you. So that's it from me for today. It's been fun. Go get yourself Peperomia Amigo Marcello. It's a beautiful plant, and I'll keep you up to date as to how these plants are doing. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah, check me out on Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram and see what I do out there at Bring Life In. So it's been fun. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your love and support. All that means a lot to me. And remember to click the notification bell that you don't miss out on your uploads. Until next time, have yourself a beautiful day. Bye.